If you've been watching my market updates or just keeping your eyes on the news headlines, you've likely been hearing that the real estate market is going through a bit of a shift right now. And we're definitely seeing the same thing happening right here in the Triangle region of North Carolina. Inventory is up, along with days on market and buyer negotiability. So, in a market where buyers have a bit more control than they've had in quite a while, I wanted to talk to y'all today about where you can find the best deals in the Triangle. But before we get to that, my name is Matt Martin and I'm a Raleigh-based realtor. I've helped tons of clients, just like you, relocate to the Triangle region of North Carolina. And if you're looking to do the same, I'd love to help you too. All right, so everyone has a different definition of what a best deal is. Is it where home prices are the lowest? Is it where buyers are getting the most off of list price? Or is it where buyers are getting the most in concessions? So, me being the numbers nerd that I am, I decided to come up with a ranking system that takes all of those into consideration. Now, if you just want to get into the list in cities, of course you can skip this part, but here was my approach. I looked at all year-to-date resale single-family home sales. That means no new construction and no townhomes or condos, which I'll explain in a minute. Through late August 2025 across the 19 main cities and towns of the Triangle. I then rank each on a scale from 1 to 19, from lowest median home price to highest. Then I moved on to final sales price versus asking price, and I ranked each city on a scale of 1 to 19, from the most discounted sales prices to the least. And finally, I looked at overall concessions as a percentage of sales price. Concessions are costs paid by the seller at closing that effectively reduce the buyer's financial outlay. So I ranked each city on a scale from 1 to 19, from the highest concession to sales price ratio to the lowest. And then I added those three rankings together to find which cities were the best mix of price, negotiability, and concessions. Now, I excluded new construction because so many of those homes are negotiated off market, so it's hard to actually know what concessions or pricing discounts were given, if any. Let's say you stop by a new construction community and fall in love with a lot that hasn't been publicly listed yet. You negotiate a purchase price and finalize all your options, and that final sales price is the only thing we'll ever see in the public record. We'll have no insight into an original asking price or what concessions were offered. So it's not really fair to include new construction, as it would skew the averages. And then I left out condos and townhomes because they just don't exist in every part of the Triangle. So I tried to keep things as apples to apples as possible. So now that you know the methodology, let's jump into the top 5 cities and towns in the Triangle region of North Carolina for a great deal in 2025. And coming in at number 5, we've got Fuquay-Varina, where the median single-family home price is right around $464,000. On average, homes here are selling for about 1.3% under asking, which is one of the higher discounts in the region. And we're seeing average concessions of about 0.6% of sales price, which translates to just over $2,750. Fuquay-Varina sits about 30 minutes southwest of downtown Raleigh, and it has really become one of the Triangle's fastest growing towns. What makes Fuquay unique is its history. It started out as 2 separate towns, Willow Springs and Varina, that merged in the 1960s. That's why you'll actually find 2 different downtowns here, both just a mile apart on Main Street. Each has its own character with coffee shops, breweries, local restaurants, and small businesses. Now, the growth here has been fueled by the I-540 Outer Beltline expansion, which has connected Fuquay more directly to the airport, RTP, and the rest of the region. A lot of the homes you'll see here are in newer subdivisions, but there's also a charming older housing stock closer to the downtown. So if you want a blend of small town charm with easy access to the Triangle, Fuquay-Varina is hard to beat. All right, tied at number 4 are Knightdale and Willow Springs. I'll explain that in a minute. Let's start with Knightdale though, which scored strongly in 2 of the categories. The median home price here is about $370,000, which is the second lowest in the Triangle. Homes here are averaging about 1% under list price, which is pretty average, but Knightdale is seeing concessions of around 1% of sales price, which is the highest percentage across all 19 cities and towns. That maths out to about $3,700. Now, Knightdale is located just east of Raleigh, only a 10 to 15 minute drive into downtown. For commuters, that's a huge win. You also have I-540 bordering the west side of town, which makes RTP and the airport about a 30-minute drive, and Durham about 40 minutes. And here's the kicker. The last leg of I-540 is planned to connect right through Knightdale, which will dramatically improve access south and west. Now, lifestyle-wise, Knightdale offers a nice balance between quiet suburbia and convenient. You've got Knightdale Station Park, which is one of the best community parks in the region, with trails, athletic fields, playgrounds, and even food truck events. The housing market here includes a lot of single-family homes in traditional subdivisions with both established neighborhoods and pockets of new construction. For buyers who want affordability, quick access to Raleigh, and a strong sense of community, Knightdale is a really compelling option. Then we have Willow Springs, where the median home price is about $422,500. Homes here are selling for roughly 1.3 below asking, with average concessions of about 0.7% of sales price, or just over $3,000. Willow Springs is about 30 minutes south of Raleigh, straddling the line between Wake and Johnston counties. Now, rumor has it that if you live on the Wake County side, you say Willow Spring, while Johnston County residents will add an S to the end, but maybe it's the other way around. See, no one really seems to know for sure. Unlike most of the other towns on this list, Willow Springs is unincorporated, meaning it doesn't have town-managed services. That translates into slightly lower taxes, but it also means things like trash and water are handled privately, and sewer is typically on a septic system. For a lot of homeowners, that trade-off is worth it because what you get in return is space. Larger lots, a quieter feel, and often more privacy than in the denser suburbs. This is an area where you'll find plenty of new construction mixed in with long-standing homes on acreage. Because of its location, Willow Springs retains a more rural feel while still being within commuting distance of Raleigh, Cary, or even RTP. If you're someone who values peace and quiet but doesn't want to be too far removed from the triangle, Willow Springs could be the perfect fit. All right, at number 3, we've got Garner, where the median single-family home price is right around $390,000, making it the third most affordable in the region. Homes here are averaging about 1.2% under asking, and concessions are coming in at about 0.9% of sales price, or roughly $3,600, which is just shy of Knightdale's impressive 1%. Garner sits immediately south of Raleigh, and depending on where you are, you can be at downtown in as little as 10 minutes. That makes it one of the most convenient suburbs for folks who want easy access to the city without paying Raleigh prices. On its southern side, Garner is also benefiting tremendously from the I-540 expansion. You seen a theme here? Which is already attracting new subdivisions and national builders. Garner's downtown has that classic southern small-town feel with brick storefronts, train tracks running right alongside, and a growing collection of restaurants and shops. The housing market here is a blend of older established neighborhoods and brand new communities, so you've got options whether you want character or something turnkey. All right, coming in at number 2 is Clayton, where the median single-family home price is about $393,000. On average, homes are selling for 1.3% under asking, and concessions are running about 0.8%, so just over $3,200. Clayton is the southeasternmost part of the triangle, straddling Wake and Johnston counties, so it's about a 25 to 30-minute drive into downtown Raleigh, and while it used to feel pretty far out, growth has absolutely transformed the area. Clayton is now one of the fastest growing towns in North Carolina, and it's not just housing. Major employers are expanding here too, most notably Novo Nordisk, the pharmaceutical company behind Ozempic, which has bought over 100 acres to expand its campus. Clayton still has a great downtown with shops, restaurants, and a community feel, and every time I'm there, there's a new subdivision or road expansion, so it's clear the city is growing. And finally, at number 1, we've got Zebulun, which scored in the top 4 across all 3 categories. Here, the median single-family home price is about $345,000, making it the most affordable in the Triangle. Homes here are selling for around 2.1% under list, which is the biggest discount in this top 5, and concessions are averaging 0.75% of sales price, so about $2,600. Zebulun is the easternmost town in Wake County, sitting about 25 to 30 minutes from downtown Raleigh. And with a population of only around 8,000, Zebulun definitely has a small town vibe. But here's the appeal. You're still close to the amenities of Knightdale, Knightdale, and of course Raleigh, while enjoying more affordability and space. The schools here are also highly rated, the town has multiple parks, and the downtown features local businesses and even has its own bourbon distillery. What makes Zebulun stand out, though, is its housing market. Now, I know I said I excluded new construction in this analysis, but it's important to state that nearly 60% of the sales in Zebulun this year have been new construction. So the city is growing a ton. So if you're looking for affordability, negotiability, and a community on the rise, Zebulun easily takes the top spot. So that's a look at the top 6 cities and towns across the Triangle region of North Carolina where buyers are finding the best deals in 2025. If you're ready to kick off your home hunt here in the Triangle region, I'd love to be your guide. You can reach me by phone, email, or text, and you can find all my information in the link below or by scanning this QR code right here with your phone. And if you like this video, I have a whole catalog of others all about moving to, living in, and buying real estate in and around Raleigh, North Carolina. Here's another one here that you may like, so give it a click to keep on watching.